got a minute? We need to talk. Wanna catch a bite later? You wanted to talk? Yeah, man. I wanted to thank you. Feels good to finally have a decent meal. I'm done here. Should I do this now? All done. Take care of this now. Should I resolve this? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Should I move there?
I don't want to jinx it, but everything is going so well.
Hey man, I can see something's upsetting you.
Don't make it worse.
Love the attitude. So what can I mean, what do you usually do when you're angry?
Nothing usual about these circumstances. Oh, I don't know, Jan. I try to avoid people who irritate me.
Let me guess. Everyone who gets on your nerves looks like you.
Exactly. I stopped using a mirror while combing my hair after I snapped at myself more than twice. So, we completed the crunch. Congratulations. And what are your thoughts? It was totally worth it. You're learning fast. Good. But there's more to this lesson than just the ability to push your team to their limits. What's that? You learned that sometimes achieving a goal requires being hard-headed. It can mean brutal methods, but it brings results. Huh. Thanks. I don't want to jinx it, but everything is... I'd like to draw your attention to something. I'm done. Should I do this now? You wanted to talk? Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes. Great. I feel safer already. But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right? I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal. Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile. What do you mean? I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. Two types of deposits, to be precise: organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem. Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery. Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there. Lucas, what's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
All good, Lucas. Everything under control. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium. In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
Shit, man, what happened in the workshop?
I almost lost my hand because the stupid 3D printer decided to electrocute me.
Good thing you came out of it alive. I can't afford to lose you.
Of course you can't afford it. I'm your most precious tool, after all.
I just can't creep comfortably. Curtains always closed.
Hi there.
I can see that you're angry.
Just leave me alone.
Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this?
I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right?
You can't always suppress your emotions. That's dangerous.
Don't patronize me. I know what I'm doing.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Hi there. You also in a shitty mood? Hey, man. You're clearly angry. Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry.
So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down?
Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick. But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess.
Easy to maintain, aren't you?
That's me. Simple life, simple needs.
All done. Should I take care of this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? I'm done here. Should I do this now? I'm done here. Should I do this now?
So, do you have time for a little job evaluation?
Excuse me?
Great. I think there's room for improvement in the speed of your work.
You also in a shit. Get rid of you.
I feel good about today.
You want me to take care of this?
Hi.
one was actually on my pile of shame. My stuff landed here.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
What is this? Another anomaly? It looks out of this world. This looks like a good spot to place the bridge anchors. Is that one following me? What the hell?
Should I move there?
Batteries, drones, detectors.
We're dangerously low on repair kits.
Feel like a second job.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Jan, we're dangerously low on repair kits. Repaired. Should I work somewhere else for now? I don't have enough resources to continue. Should I address this instead?
What do we
done. Should I take care of this now?
I ran into another anomaly. This one was different. It was like this distortion was closing in on me, as if I was pulling it toward me. How extraordinary. Maybe its magnetic field is interacting with your suit. Yeah, well, running away from it was no fun. Keeping clear of it is the only thing you can do for now. Let's keep collecting observations. I feel we're onto something groundbreaking here. I made a curious discovery. Another distortion? I don't know. It was different this time. It didn't look dangerous, no radiation. Actually, it didn't do anything. But it caught your attention. It's like nothing I've seen before. It must have something in common with the other distortions. Question is, are they the cause or the reason of so much rupidium here? I'd like to study them more. So would I. And for that, we'll have to design our own tools. Do you have anything specific in mind? Let me think about it. I need to look through Professor Frankhoff's lectures, as well as notes from other expeditions. We have a theory. I just need to find a way to put it into practice. There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. I'm done here. Should I do this now? I feel good about today. So, what do you got for me? An invention I'm particularly proud of. The Illuminator. You mean a flashlight? You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound mundane. It's not just a flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority? I'd like to investigate them more. Now you'll be able to do it. Okay. How? Professor Frankhoff discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes, to study them. I've used his observations to create my illuminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions.
How is that supposed to help me examine them?
I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the Luminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the Luminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound.
Damn. That does sound promising.
Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight. Huh. Incredible. Let's see where this leads.
Should I resolve this?
So, do you have time for a little job evaluation?
Don't know how I feel these fit, but
Excuse me?
Great. I think there's room for improvement in the speed of your work.
I have something for you.
I used the illuminator on one of those strange areas on the surface, and it revealed some sort of plants, but not real living plants. More like a projection of another dimension that became visible to me. Keep going. I followed their path and found something that could have been their core. And when I used the illuminator on it, I found some interesting specimens. Really? Specimens from the interval? Did you secure them properly? Of course. I have to take them to my lab immediately. Let me study them thoroughly. Jan, this is beyond my wildest dreams. A whole new area of research wide open before me. Before us. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
My lava lamp? You kept it?
Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood.
Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great.
All done. Should I take care of this now? I'm done here. Should I do this now? I'm done here. Should I do this now?
I'm telling you, we need it.
And I?
Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views
We can't
on...
agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches.
Please, why can't we at least take it easy with the music? Chill out, calm our nerves. You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please. You never said what you'd want to hear. Let's chill to something upbeat and calm. What?
Good choice.
Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist. Of course we are. Yeah, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle?
Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind. The very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation.
Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic.
I actually have fond memories. Blisters on my fingers from strumming those strings all night.
And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college.
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar.
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds.
That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain, washed the fucker out.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages.
I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit when we moved with Lennon. Nothing serious, though.
Luckily, we're not here to perform music.
You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling you, we need it.
And I'm telling you, this is the place.
Hello?
Jan, this is Maxwell. I have to say, I am disappointed.
What about?
Your wife, Lena Berg? I thought you were supposed to keep her out of this.
It was just a harmless request. She helped speed things up a great deal.
Well, it seems she also found the time to accuse me of negligence before the board. You do realize I am going to face a lot of scrutiny now. We are going to face it. Luckily for you, her ignorant meddling didn't delay the dispatching of your rescue mission.
About time.
Oh, so you're not happy with my methods either? Please don't make me regret stepping in to save you. At least tell me your cargo is all right.
My alters? They're doing fine.
I was asking about Rapidium.
Oh. It's safe.
It's interesting they were the first thing that came to your mind. Very telling. Have you created many?
Why so curious?
You think it's none of my business? It will be, sooner or later. You know, I did try to test the waters a little back home about the possible fate of your potential crew. And before your wife barged in with her self-righteous attitude and sabotaged all my subtle advances.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
But I don't get it. My alters are in the interest of the corporation. I had to make them to bring back Rapidium, right?
Yes, but they're also a liability. Imagine an uncontrolled leak to the public, moral outrage on socials, competition taking over the narrative. Heads would have to fall, Rapidium or not. No, we don't want them to panic.
And whose interest are you protecting? What are you hiding, Maxwell?
You got me there, Jan. I am hiding something quite embarrassing. An idealistic dream.
What about?
Remember when I told you about our lives being governed by chaos?
And how we struggle to find a meaningful pattern in it.
You are experiencing it clearly now, aren't you? Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rapidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
I'm not really sure I want sacrifice. It usually comes with a promissory note.
Then why did you run to your ex-wife for support? You prefer to rely on someone who has no idea about your situation?
At least I know I can trust her. I don't know much about you.
Fair point. Maybe you're right. I should have been more open with you.
About what?
You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist, preoccupied by scientific work, exciting, promising experiments.
So,
The old research Lucas dug up.
Yes. It was mine.
You were responsible for all this. The mine records, the branching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
What did you want to achieve?
I can't say any more, Jan. Especially when the board is all over me with their questions. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, they could get the wrong idea. If you know what I mean.
That you're experimenting again?
That I'm using the situation to turn things around for myself.
Aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation, considering the mess I've got you out of, Jan Dolsky.
Okay. I get it.
I'm not sure you do. You see, things may get harder for you soon.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your alters, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
In the meantime, wish me luck with the mess down here. I'll get back to you when the storm dies down.
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play? How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves.
For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote?
True. That could be a bit awkward. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics. Something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience.
And by audience, you mean?
Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan?
I like it. Let's get down to it.
That's the spirit.
And what exactly would you write about?
Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew. What unites us, what divides us.
I would add something about the love that we share. All good songs are about love.
Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You, Brainiac?
What about me?
You didn't think you'd get away with it, did you?
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
Nope. We're in this together.
Fine. Give me the shortest part.
And what'll you sing about?
Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless activity.
Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about? Sing about all the things we've been through. Well, that could work. You could start with something like, on the path I left behind.
How about, I've made choices that were not always right.
Yeah, But I'm no longer left all by myself. Together, we can win this fight. All right, looks like we've got it.
Let's just get this over with.
Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around.
Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I made choices that were not always right, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight, and though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight. Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving? More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system. My what? We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious. Curious? In what way? I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them. Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan? Long day, huh? What the hell is that? Another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. Need to think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on. Hey, you feeling all right?
I think my metabolism of glucose might have been affected. I'm finding it hard to concentrate. That's exactly what I feared. This party was premature.
Hey, I took a closer look at our obstacle. It looks like something is distorting the gravity field around here. Good thing our base stopped, or we'd just be floating around in the air like those rocks.
Amazing. The sheer scale of it. I wonder if it's related to the interval.
Yeah, this planet, so full of mysteries. It's almost a shame we need to get out of here in a hurry. I can take the pressure, don't worry. But we can't expect to deal with a problem if we don't understand it properly. How do you suggest we go about it? We'll need to start by collecting more data about the field distortion characteristics. The base should have blueprints for a device called a gravity sensor. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere high to cover as much ground as possible. We're in a canyon, right? So maybe a ledge somewhere high up would be good. I'll mark potential spots on your map. Okay, I'm on it. Hey, you feeling all right?
Yep, yeah. Just a little dizzy after last night. I don't think I ate enough fatty foods. Not that we have any in here. Could have made more pierogi.
Hey, you feeling all right?
What? I don't remember anything from last night, except for waking up in the technician's bed, which I'd rather forget.
Would you like me to address that?
You want me to take care of this?
Would you like me to go there?
Whoa. This anomaly. I haven't seen them behave like this.
I'm done here. Should I do this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
I discovered something new. An anomaly that seemed to be pulsating.
Pulsating, as in shrinking and expanding.
Yeah, and it seemed to have two cores inside.
Very interesting. Thank you for bringing this observation to me. I suppose destroying it will be easier if you time your movement accordingly to the pattern in which it pulsates?
Huh. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.